Hi, welcome to MoA Art Snack for Kids. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Twyla.
And today we're going to talk about this piece. This is called Touched by Love, and it's by artist David Van Buskirk. And it's in the current show at the Museum of Art, Fort Collins, the Rocky Mountain Biennial. This piece is woven, and so I thought this might be a good opportunity to talk about woven artwork and to teach you how to do your own. So I wanted to talk about a couple pieces I found. This piece is called Wishes Come True, and it's by artist Lenore Hughes. And can you tell what that is, Twyla?
Cat.
It's a cat. So what she did is she took two pictures of cats and wove them together to make it look like a funky cat. The next piece I wanted to talk to you about is this one. It's a portrait of Elton John made out of newspapers.
Who's Elton John?
Elton John is a singer and a songwriter, and he likes to wear eccentric glasses and earrings, and so he's kind of a fun subject to do. And you can notice that she used newspaper for the weft, and for the warp she's got string. What is the warp and the weft, you might ask? Well, this picture by Sheila Hicks, it's called Interchangeable Warp and Weft, tells you what the warp and the weft is. The warp is the yellow pieces that are going up and down, and the weft are the blue pieces that go back and forth. So if you're wearing a pair of jeans, if you've got a kind of cotton shirt on, warp and weft is the woven structure that keeps it strong. So let's show you how to make your own mat or basket out of a warp and a weft. The things you're going to need is a stapler, tape, and scissors. And with the scissors, or you can also use one of these paper cutters, what you're going to do is you're going to cut some paper. This is paper that we used in previous art snacks into 1-inch strips. So this one tells me how big it is. So I'm going 1 inch in, and I'm just going to pull it like that, and that gives me a 1-inch by 11-inch strip. Now, Twyla's going to show you how you get your mat or basket started.
First, get your warp ready by laying out 4 strips on the table. Then, get 4 strips onto the side. And then kind of put these closer together if they're too far apart.
So what are you doing there? The opposite? Over,
Yep.
under, over, under? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So while she's doing that, let me show you some different ones. This one is a 2-inch by 8-inch by 11-inch strip. And I put those together, and we just use colored paper, which is perfectly okay. You can use newspaper, you can use anything, you can use your homework, you can use
After it's turned in,
magazine pieces, whatever you like. And as you can tell, some of them aren't necessarily square. They get a little out of shape sometimes, but that's okay. The main thing is to remember to put your staples on the end. What happens if you don't put your staples on the end?
Then it'll all fall
It'll
apart.
all fall apart. So how are you doing, Twyla? You almost ready there?
Yep.
Okay. So what Twyla's got here is the base. And we made another one beforehand. So she's going to keep going over and under and over and under and make a mat. I'm going to show you how to make it into a 3D piece and make it a basket. So what you're going to do is I've stapled the corners here to kind of keep it together, and you're going to just kind of raise them up like this, and you're going to staple them together. Okay, and watch out that you don't staple your fingers, because that would hurt a lot, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now another thing you can do, since this is made out of paper, once you're done with your mat or your basket, you can draw on it. You can put stickers on it. Whatever you'd like.
You can use only white strips and make a book out of
You sure could. You could make it really huge and make a mat that you could actually sit on, or for your cat or your dog or your stuffies. So I'm just kind of stapling them together along the top here. And I like it because it kind of looks like a little flower. Like, what are those flowers that grow in ponds? What are those called? Lilies?
Lily pads?
Lily pad fronds, yeah. And
Lily,
so,
lily petals can go into fish in Harry Potter, but
okay. And I've got 2 more to go, and I'm gonna have a nice basket. Paper ran out. 2 more. 1, and then it comes together. 2. So there's my basket. And how are you doing?
good.
Great. So what do they need to do to finish up their mat?
Just finish the warp and weft. I'm not entirely done with it.
So here's some other baskets that we've made in different ways. They're not quite as elongated. This one I put some strips on the side, so you can see the different ways you can do it. And so this is what your mat should look like. And what you're gonna do is go with a stapler all along the sides, like we did here. And then if you want, you can trim the sides too, trim off all those edges.
Or you can also trim it and do this and staple that on. And it'll make a nice edge like I did with mine over there.
With these guys. So send us pictures of your mats. Happy weaving, and thanks for joining us on Art Snack. Bye.